Advocate Agarwal, let's get the snowball rolling here. Is viability of fetus more important than trauma? We've been asking some of those big questions. Should there be no time limit in these rape cases? Can courts override medical advice? Does this judgment expand Article 21 beyond the existing law? What's your assessment in reading? People are saying this is a watershed moment, what the CJI said today.
Absolutely. And as a woman, I really welcome this judgment which has been passed by the Honorable Supreme Court. And as I've always been saying in your shows, that the most important protection that every human being has in our country against any kind of a violation, is the fundamental rights. And Article 21, which guarantees us the right to live the life the way we want, is the most important fundamental right. And the right to body autonomy is included in that right, Article 21. So at no cost can any woman, and particularly a minor woman, and again, to beat it all, somebody who's a rape survivor. So such kind of a child, she's a girl child. At no cost can she be denied the right to terminate her pregnancy, which is absolutely an unwanted pregnancy, which has been forced upon her without her consent. She's a rape survivor. She's going to undergo extreme psychological trauma. So all those things are of primary importance because they're covered in the Article 21. And though MTP Act says that, beyond 24 weeks.
Exactly. I was just going to come to that. Advocate Agarwal, what's your opinion? If the courts override the 24-week limit, does the law lose relevance for all those that are talking about the legality of the law? And should rape cases involving minors have no time limit legally? What's your opinion on that front?
You're asking me or Brinda?
You, ma'am.
Yeah. Certainly. I think where rape victims are concerned, or rape survivors, as we like to call them now, I think that, the very fact that pregnancy has been forced upon the child, that to a minor child, and whether it's a woman who's an adult woman, and if it is a minor child, as in this particular case, at no cost, as I just said, that the law should compel her, the MTP Act should not compel her that, look, you have crossed the 24 weeks, limit. And therefore, now you must bear the child at all costs. And if you don't want the child, please give it away in abortion. You've got options available to you. So such kind of an argument or such kind of an option which is given to a rape survivor, I think is absolutely preposterous. And in the cases of rape victims, and more so if they're minors, then this time limit period which has been set, particularly, of course, keeping in mind the fact that the life of the child, of the life of the person who wants to undergo the MTP, that should not be put at risk. If there is a risk involved, of course, even the courts are not going to, and I'm certain that the courts are also not going to say that even if there's a risk to the life of the woman involved, then go ahead with the termination. Of course, the courts are going to be realistic about it. And if AIIMS or any recognized government body, the medical board gives an opinion that in such a case, even if it is beyond 24 weeks, and if it is a case of a rape victim, then I think that the MTP law should be made more liberal.
Pertinent points. All pertinent points that you've raised over here, Advocate. And I think that's the tricky balancing act here. Where do you draw the line between judicial compassion and legal overreach?